Delta Airlines is back, and let me tell you, they are on an intense hiring spree, guys. And I also have 4 bonus opportunities that not only pay well, but they provide you with training and the laptop, and they let you work in your pajamas. So let's hop right in. But first, you guys have been coming for me in the comments. Y'all have really been snatching my soul. So let's get into these comments. Now, the first comment that has been getting my life together has been from Shad. He said, Jazzy, I've been following you for quite some time. Behind the scenes, we've chatted. I found 3 jobs, not 1, but 3 from you. And now I am in leadership. I still watch your videos just to see what's out there. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you, wish you any blessings and love. Shad, oh my gosh, congratulations on 3 different jobs and now being in leadership. This makes me so happy. So Shad, make sure you send my team an email and make sure you reach out to our team, because I would really like to give you something special. That's what I've been doing lately for a lot of our Paybump members when they land different jobs and, especially multiple opportunities. I just like to reward people. So make sure you reach out to me, send me an email, Shad. I got to give you something really special. You guys, this makes my day. Congratulations to you. I love it. And then this other one really snatched my soul. It snatched my edges and everything. This came from Matt. Okay. Now, Matt actually sent me his offer letter the same day that he left this comment. And he was like, Jazzy, I joined Paybump to help my wife find her career. But he decided that he was going to go through the training. So he said, I went through the training videos myself, then applied it to my job. I negotiated a promotion with Paybump from $140K to $176,000. I stayed 1 year, then used one of the resume templates to land another gig where I negotiated $240,000 a year full-time remote. Listen, I screamed when I heard this. And then they also sent the email of their actual offer letter and I screamed again. So I had to send them a gift too, because I just like to I can't give you guys hugs. So that my way of sending gifts is my way of sending you a virtual hug. And so I just love it. And they went on to say, I'm 6 months in so far, and we are grateful for all of our blessings. Look, if this just inspired you, please like this video. If this just inspired you, please leave a comment congratulating these people. When you congratulate other people, when you clap for other people, you send a universal sign that you are ready to receive a blessing. So y'all, stop being discouraged. Start clapping for people when you're in your waiting season. I'm telling you, it's how you open up the floodgates of blessings to flow into your life. So congratulations to you too. I love this. This absolutely made my day. $240,000 a year is life-changing money. And I told you guys, sales is where it's at. These roles happen when you work in sales. So stop sleeping on those sales positions. Congratulations to you guys. Now let's get back into these jobs. Now, before we get into the Delta opportunities, I wanted to get into these Reddit opportunities because they pay really, really well. And a lot of you qualify for them and don't even know it. Currently, they're hiring for a staff operations specialist to work in their safety team. Okay. We've talked about how important safety is, especially online safety, when we're striving to protect our users and to protect our children. But a lot of you guys have told me you've worked in childcare. You've worked in social work. You've worked with elderly people. All of these are situations where you are responsible for protecting the interests of other people, right? Protecting the safety of other people. Some of you have worked as security guards. You're still protecting other people. So I love this job, and I need you guys to get out of your comfort zone and start applying for jobs that are beyond what you've done in the last few years. Now it says here, you're going to act as an escalation point of contact to assess policy compliance and act on sensitive issues. A lot of you have also said, Jazzy, I worked as a paralegal. You guys already have this policy compliance experience. You've worked as a contract manager, you've worked as a teacher, you've done all the things that relate to policy compliance. So if you're someone that wants to get into trust and safety and again, work remotely while doing it, this is for you. Now it says you may troubleshoot or identify bugs or user related issues while working to mitigate risk. You might have to reach out and do a little bit of investigation. Okay. People that have worked for the police department or the sheriff's department. You guys are used to doing those internal investigations when you get like an online complaint about something, when somebody's got a grievance about something. Doing that sort of work is going to translate beautifully. So if you've worked in the internet industry, social media, child social work, if you've done anything dealing with online communities, even things that deal with sensitive content. And again, my social workers, this is where I need you guys to show up and thrive. Okay. You're going to be working heavily in content moderation and ticketing. So this is not a phones job. It's not a face-to-face customer support job. This is working in ticketing and doing internal investigations behind the scene. So let's just get into how much it pays, because even if you get paid at the lower end, $167K is like the minimum they can pay you. But most of you are probably going to qualify for mid-range pay. That's going to put you right into that $200,000 range, even a little bit more than that if you've got some sort of online experience, content moderation, community management, security, compliance, any of those. Okay. And guess what? I have created the resume for you. I put all the keywords in it. Okay. If you want to be like these other people that are getting these $200,000 a year jobs, use the resumes. Okay. Get you a pro membership so that you can get into the community and talk to me so that we can help you succeed, right? You will be able to speak to your peers, okay? You will be able to go through the trainings. You'll be able to get all the tools that you need to start reaching out to recruiters. I'm telling you. So resumes are done for you. They are in your portal. Now, for those of you that want to do something that's a little bit different, that's okay, because Clover Health is a healthcare platform where you can go on there to get help finding a provider or finding a health plan that suits you. And they are hiring for an HR operations associate. I've had a bunch of you that said you kind of want to get into like HR as like entry level, but you're having trouble finding it. Well, sometimes when you work on the operational side of it, especially as an associate, that's the easiest way to get your foot in the door. Besides working for companies like Sedgwick, which a lot of you have successfully landed roles with using Paybump templates. So now with this position, it says that you're going to be a key partner for the HR business partner team. You are going to do things related to managing employee records. You might do things related to processing title changes. So if somebody gets married and their last name changes, you would be the person that would process that change. If somebody has a kid and they need to add some information about their benefits or something like that, you would be that person that would be inputting that information. So this is a very heavy data entry sort of position. You're going to be inputting a lot of information into the systems. You may also do some background check adjudication processing, okay, for both new hires and programmatic reviews. So this, again, heavy data entry position, heavy sort of at analysis position, because you're looking at different records for people and, again, putting them into the system. So make sure you are applying for this role ASAP. I really like the company, and they actually, if you look down here, it's a pretty decent salary, 69 to 80K. Again, this is as an operations associate. So if you got a little bit more experience than the average person, you've got a year or two of experience, you can move from an associate to a mid-level professional. Okay. And so you're probably going to make a whole lot more than that, especially when you say, no, don't bring me in as an associate, bring me in as a mid-level professional, you know, a P5 and up. So make make sure you're applying for this type of role. Yes, this company also gives you stock, which is additional free money that you all should be capitalizing on. Okay. Resumes are in your portal. Let's look at this next opportunity. Okay. We've got a happiness engineer, which is just kind of like a fancy way of saying like help desk person or IT support. So many of you have said many times, Jazzy, I don't want to be on the phones, and that's okay, because this job allows you to help customers via tickets and via email as well, and sometimes even through live chat. Now, let me tell you something. Live chat is not for the faint of heart. A lot of people want to do chat because they think it's super chill, and sometimes it is, but I just want to let you know that sometimes to be doing live chat, it requires a lot of multitasking. So maybe ask them if you can start off doing emails or doing like ticket support before you move to live chat. This is also a job that is going to provide you with equipment as well as with training. And they're going to start off 40 to 68K for the lowest level of employment for this role. Again, a lot of you have experience already, so you should be negotiating up to be brought in as a mid-level professional. Okay. As a mid-level professional, I would not be taking less than 85,000 for this role. You got to start asking for your value. Stop looking at what the job says and start thinking about what you bring to the table, which is why we created Get Hired with AI to help you quantify your value to the hiring manager. Okay. So people aren't just getting these high paying jobs out of nowhere. They're doing it because they are articulating their value to these hiring managers. Now, for all of mis amigas who speak Spanish, Instacart is hiring for a bilingual customer experience specialist to support their medication, right? The prescription delivery. Instacart does a pretty good job of hiring. Once they hire you, they train you, they provide you with the equipment. There is no like go on site or anything. Like you're the person that supports the people that are using Instacart. So you might work in the background to help customers or shoppers or the retailers with any questions that they have around prescription delivery, right? And the Instacart health program that they're starting to roll out. It's called Fresh Funds. So with this job, they just want you to have a little bit of customer service or call center support experience, nothing too crazy. And depending on where you live, they do hire in places like California and New York, as well as all other states. Okay. And the salary is going to go up to 47K for outside of California and New York. If you live in California and New York, the salary goes up to 57K. So again, perfect entry level job. Now, this is not the job for those of you that are like, look, I need to make six figures. That's what the Reddit role was, and that's what some of our additional opportunities will be. But now let's get into these Delta opportunities, okay? Because Delta really is one of the best companies you could work for. Okay. So just for all of my techies out there, especially you guys that have that AI experience, listen, Delta's hiring for a software development engineer, an AI development engineer. Okay. This is a really, really cool opportunity. I love this opportunity because it's something that you can absolutely continue to build on, like go from engineer to architect, right? All of my techies, you guys already know what I'm talking about and where I'm coming from with this. So with this position, they give you a lot of benefits. Like, of course, you're going to get the flight benefits, but I just always like to point out that they also give you paid maternity and paid parental leave as well. You get a bunch of vacation time. You get a 9% 401k contribution. Like that is almost unheard of, right? And then like if you're married, your spouse flies free. Your parents also fly free. Like it's just such a great opportunity for you to just like take your family and be able to see the world. So They want you to have some experience, of course, working in software engineering. DevOps is going to be a plus if you've got experience working with AWS or SageMaker. Of course, if you know some Python or Spark or R, this is going to all be additional bonuses for this position, especially familiarity with Gen AI. Okay. So if you guys need a resume for this, or you know somebody that does, the resume has already been done. I've already custom created the resume and placed it into your library. Now, what I want to point out here, because people always try to come for me when I talk about Delta, it says the position is hybrid in Atlanta. Let me tell you how Delta operates. They operate based on business need. So if you are one hell of a candidate and you stand out and you know your stuff, Delta will absolutely allow you to work remotely. How do I know? Because my Paybumpies are doing it. Okay. So don't come for me in these comments because I know what I'm talking about. And I also had a brother that was a supervisor for Delta. So please don't come for me in these comments. Okay. Just go get the resume and get yourself hired and then we can argue. And for all of you people that are either college students or you have college students, you know people that are going through the college experience, Delta has a ton of co-op opportunities, right? So if you're saying, hey, I'm probably going to graduate in the next 2 years, or my kids are going to graduate in the next 2 years, please send them to Delta's website to look at all of these co-op opportunities. And they're not just in things like customer experience. They're in things from like tickets and reservations and customer prioritizations. It's an aircraft mechanics. Like there are so many co-op opportunities at Delta, and they are hiring right now, like for like everything you can envision. So make sure you are applying for these things. And if you guys want access to our Get Hired with AI, which is going to help you quantify your value, it helps you build your resume, it helps you build your LinkedIn profile. It is the thing that is getting people hired. That's why it's called Get Hired with AI. So I've put that resource in your portal as well. So make sure you're signing up for the pro membership if you want access to that training as well. And as I always say, if you stay ready, you never ever have to get ready. Oh,